So the first thing I want everybody to do is I want you to type on the chat how, what experience do you have with Newsela? What is your experience? 0, I never have used Newsela. I do not have a clue what Newsela is. This is brand new. I just signed up for it because I want to learn more things for next year, whatever. And then 10 will be like, I'm a certified educator. I can actually teach this lesson with you. So please just type on your chat whatever your level is for Megan and I, to see the levels of experience.
It seems like we have a range. We have a lot. I feel like it's a little bit maybe more on the middle school side that are 3s, but then we also have some 0s and 1s.
Fantastic. So if it's 3 and below, that's how we're going to be walking you guys through it. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to teach you how to search in articles for Newsela. The first thing is we want to let you know that Newsela is a website or like an application that will allow you to find articles. And these articles are pulled from different sources, and they're real sources, like the New York Times, like real good magazines. They just grab those articles, they try to put them for the students to be able to read it, and it's fantastic because they have different levels for the students to read. So that's how we you can use Newsela. So the first thing is I'm gonna come out from my Newsela and I'm gonna go to my class link. When I'm in my class link, and then I actually going to get out of here, I'm gonna look for Newsela. You may have it here, right here. Do you see mine? You may not. So I have telling you, like in other PD trainings, that when you don't have an application on your dashboard here, the way to do it is that you go to the plus, that's the library app. And then when you are in the library app, you click the plus, you look for the application you want. In this case, it's going to be Newsela. When I click on it, it's right there. Well, apparently it's for everybody to see, so we don't have to worry about it. So what I'm gonna do is, because I have a really messy dashboard, I know I should be working on it, is I'm going to be typing Newsela, and it's gonna take me right here. So when I click with the class link, it automatically is going to sign me to Newsela with my class link credentials. So something that I was discussing with Megan earlier is, yeah, I see my MR here. I see everything over here. But sometimes something that Megan is going to teach you, Megan, you want me to show them how to sign out right now?
No, I'll show it. I have it ready on my screen.
Got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to look for articles. So then, obviously, the basic one is to search. You can type whatever topic you are looking for. Right now, this is not one of my favorite topics, so I'm not looking for that. I'm going to be looking for plants. Since last week, I was talking about plants in the Google Classroom, and look at all these articles. So I find tons of articles. This is a brand new tab that they have. It's called the distance learning. And what is cool about the distance learning is that they have like all kind of text sets, like different articles all together based on the grade level that you are teaching. So maybe I want to look for elementary daily lessons. Maybe I'm in the middle school and I want to find daily lessons. So this is something that can help you to make your 20 lessons easier. So that's a way to do it. So I have it right here. So I can find like day 1, day 2, day 3, and they come in a bundle. A bundle means that it's going to be more than one article. It's not going to be only one. I'm going to find in this bundle for day 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they're all designed for science and math. Look at that. And then one for arts and culture. Why not? Because we need to have that as part of our daily basis. Then we can also go by subjects. If I'm teaching science, I can just click in science and it's going to take me there. But hey, in subjects, I teach math. And I do not see no math here. That doesn't mean they don't have it. It just means that we just go to the search, or maybe we go to the library. And that's where we're going to find maybe math articles. Math articles. When I click on it, oh, look at that. I have tons of articles. I actually find out that Katherine Johnson died because of a Newsela article. So that was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I just watched the movie. What? So that's how you search for your articles. All right, so moving along, remember guys, if you have any questions, just put them on the chat. I'm presenting right now. Megan is answering the questions that you guys have, and then we will switch. So please feel free to have any questions. This content area is something where your articles will be showing when you save them. And I know, Rosinone, if I have a couple text set, they call them, for sixth grade, but no for every grade level. So that's one of the things. So when after we are done with this presentation, is also a video here that you can click on to see how to search for articles and documentation. So FYI. All right. The second thing we want you to do is we want you to experience how to sign up in Newsela as a student. Let's say that you guys are experienced Newsela teachers and you've been assigning this to the students, but you don't really know how they sign in. Or let's say this is the first time using Newsela. My students know how to use Google Classroom, but I do not have a clue how they're going to be able to see this. So what I want you to do is, Megan is typing on the Google chat how to sign into the class. Now, this is going to be a little different. Why? Because if you go through the class link, your credentials as an educator are going to be automatically syncing. We do not want that because we want you to look at it as a student. So what we do is we're going to click on Megan's link. It's going to ask you sign in to join the Mitchell Middle School. And I know it says middle school, but it was for middle and elementary as well. And click, this is my first time here. So I'm gonna show you how that is going to work before you all guys get out of here and see it. So I'm gonna go here. Megan just type it right here. Can you guys see the chat? Megan, can you guys see my chat? I hope.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna click here. I thought you were ignoring me.
No, I was muted. I was responding.
I'm just kidding. So I'm signing in here. Now, this is what I want you to take a look. Do you guys see how does it say MR? That means I'm still signing in as Maria Razabon, as my credentials as a teacher. So something that I will do is a sign out. And then you guys are going to say, it's my first time here. I do not want you to sign up with Google because it's going to bring us back to the same issue. It's going to be signing you as a teacher. We do not want that now. This is only for this class, so you guys can see the thing. First name, last name, username, and password. It doesn't need to be like very complicated. It can be Raza, and then my username is going to be Pepita or 1.eue, whatever you want to, and the password. I already have a sign in and a Newsela as a student. So I'm going to sign in as it. So I just put Jose Finami. That's the one that I created. And I'm not going to give you my password. Get in. I can give you the password. All right. So it's signing me in as a student. It's also asking me here if I want to save it. No, I do not want that because this is only for this class, for this PD, for you guys to learn how your students will be able to see this. So when I'm sign up, it's showing that I'm JM. Perfect. And then you're going to see that I have assignments here. So I have a couple assignments. So you may have one assignment, you may have 20 assignments. I know, for example, my son has like daily assignments from her teacher, from his teacher. He has articles for like a whole month to read. So every day he goes into his Google Classroom, sign in. We're going to show you that later how it's going to look. For these classes, just this part. So I have this, and then what I do is the teacher is Miss Jones, class Mitchell. I click on it. And then here is saying this is the article you have. So the kid needs to be signing into it. So the cool thing, adventure campus to let Disneyland visitors using like Speedy. Yeah, I wish I have a spring break and I could go, but I guess I cannot. So look at what I want to show you. One of the things I want to show you is that my teacher has an annotation here. So it's in a green color and it's right here. Let's say that I'm a student, that I'm actually reading. You guys can see the level, the Lexile level right here. You know what? I feel like that's a little too high for me. Like there are some words I do not understand. When I change it, the comments from my teacher are not there, like the annotations, because it was set up for that specific. When the teacher sent it, go for it.
Say if you go to 1030, I did annotate there as well.
Okay, so
the teacher can annotate all three or all four if they would like to.
Perfect, all five.
Right.
Because I think the max. All right, so let's say that level was too low for me. You know, I'm superstar here. You say you annotate the 1030.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm right here. And look at that. Teaming. Explore war powers. The Adventures Campus and is literally going to be teaming with heroes. I don't know what the word is. So what does teaming mean? I don't know. Maybe it's like decorated with superheroes. I don't know, decorate with superheroes. So that's my thinking based on that. And this is awesome for feedback. So the teacher actually can see the thinking of the student. So I really, really like this part. And then I say save. So I have it right here, blah, blah, blah. I read the whole article. It was amazing. Then I have two activities. I have a take the quiz, practice power words. So I have them both right here, or I can have it right here. I do like you to look at something here, and it's a writing piece that goes with this article. So I'm going just to walk you really quick. I'm going to click whatever, because you guys are going to be doing this in a second. I'm not even reading the questions. I'm just clicking on whatever. All right, look at that. So out of 4 questions, I only have 1 right. Oh, man. Ms. Johnson is going to be having a talk with me. Ms. Jones, not Ms. Johnson, Ms. Jones. Then I go to the power words and which word, blah, blah, blah. I'm not, like I say, I'm just trying to walk this through really quickly, so don't judge me for my answers, you guys. Oh, look, and it's telling me right there if I had the correct or the wrong answer. What? I'm killing this quiz. What? I'm so good. Oh. And then, oh, come on. All right. Finally, I got that wrong. So now, my teacher can see that. Remember, it's like 24 points, blah, blah, blah. What I want to show you is the writing part. So the writing part, come on. Just going to exit out here. And then I'm going to go to my writing part. This is the part that I really enjoy because Newsela has a rubric to grade the writing part that you are the one who's grading it. But is the same kind of rubric that we use on our grading standards. So it goes from 1 through 4. So this is the question. Choose a specific detail, sentence, or paragraph in the text. And these activities are activities that were already part of the article, right, Megan? Or do you modify them?
I didn't modify them, but you can, I believe.
Yes, you can do it, absolutely. But this is something really easy. It's already done for you. Pop, 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 you send, you're good to go. You can modify them, and we can show you that later. But explain how the section supports the main idea of the test. And the text, blah, 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 period, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I got it and I submit my response. And I want to show you this because I want you, Megan is going to show you how that's going to look later. So what we want you to do is I want you to do exactly what I just did. And for that, we're going to give you 5 minutes. So go ahead, click on the link that Megan give you. Make sure you sign off, and then you create a new account. Do not use Google to create your new account. Sign off, and your time starts now. If you guys have any questions, put them on the chat. At this point, Megan and I will be able to look at them.
And please do go through and complete the assignments and take the quizzes and play with it like that. When I show you the teacher side, we'll be able to see the data, even if you're just clicking through them.
And you don't need to put your real name. You can
make it up.
Any name. Mm-hmm. You can say, my name is, oh, come on. When I get out, stop it. Sorry. Okay, I guess you have an extra. I cannot leave my screen, you guys. Megan, this one doesn't have music?
Nope.
Oh. I can sing for you guys, but then people may leave the meeting.
I didn't think about that. Don't sing. It's okay.
So I cannot leave my clock because otherwise it's gonna stop you guys. So in that case, I'm going to silent my announce because I hear people texting me.
I don't know if you know how, I guess I don't know exactly what Cheryl is saying. Cheryl is saying that she can't access Newsela, that it says that it's locked.
Say it again.
In the chat, she said that Newsela is locked. For Kelly too.
So do they sign out of their account?
You can actually just Google Newsela.
Mm-hmm.
Or put in that link. You can just go to that link, but then you don't want to log in as yourself. You want to log in as a student. You don't want to go to the icon right now. Don't go through the RUSD apps. Go use the link that we gave you and then log in as if it's your first time so that it's not linked to your account, so that you're entering as a student.
You can also go into a guest window through Chrome if you know how to do that. Sometimes when I telling you stuff and you may not know what I'm talking about, just ignore it because they may be a little more advanced. So I don't want you to jump in a horse that you don't know how to ride. So if I just say something that you don't understand, just ask me what I mean or, discharge the comment. Because I have noticed that too. Like sometimes I say things that they may be a little advanced and people say, what did you say? And it's because we haven't talked about something like that. So if you know how to open a guest window, go ahead and do the guest window. Otherwise, as soon as my clock is done, I will show you what I'm talking about. Because I guess I cannot go in the chat. Hoping that some people complete something, even if it's totally wrong. We just want you to complete something.
There's some things done.
Awesome. You guys get about a minute and a half. Was it Kelly and the other people able to sign in?
I think that maybe a couple of people weren't able to sign in.
Okay, 20 seconds, you guys. We try to make this session a little more interactive so you guys can play with the resource at the same time we are teaching. And that's a little bit different from what I have done before. So hopefully, will be a good thing. Yeah, you guys hear that? Or is only me?
I'm good. I don't know how everybody else feels, if they want a couple more minutes to explore, or if they want to move on to the teacher side.
Okay, let me see. So if you guys move back, I'm going to move my okay, I cannot move my bar. I'm gonna move my bar to the side. And every time I click on it, it moves back. So anyway, so something I want to show you, if you guys go back to the meet time, so right here, is how to go to a new window, a guest window. So if you guys see right here, I have my picture on my Google Chrome. So I have all my tabs here on the top, and then I have my picture here next to 3 dots. So I click on my picture, not the bottom picture, because that bottom picture is signing me on my Google account for my presentation, but the top picture is signing me in for my Chrome. So what I do there is when I click there, I have different people that I use for. I'm gonna go to guests, and when I click on guests, it's gonna take me to a brand new window, and it says guests over here. So if I did, and then I can minimize it again, and if I go to my chat, and then you can do this later, or like anywhere, I can grab what Megan information. Is that the last one? Yes, it is. And then I can just highlight it, Control C, copy it. I can go back, or it's right here on the bottom as well. I go back to that new window. I go to the Omnibox. I copy it, and it's going to take me to Newsela. Another way that Megan say, and you see that here is not really automatically sign me in because I'm as a guest. So sometimes when I'm in the school and a parent need to use a computer for whatever reason, and this is an extra bonus for you guys, I can allow them to use my computer, but I always allow them to use it as a guest, not under my account. So FYI for next time. So far, that's what I have for you guys. And now I'm moving to Megan. Is that correct, Megan?
Yes. And then there's a question that's in the chat that I feel like you should answer.
From who?
I'm trying to grab my screen. The last thing that's in there, I think it was from Luke and then Mary were asking a similar question.
Okay, let me find it. Luke.
Okay. So you're going to answer that in chat and I'll just go on, right?
Okay. So I just I didn't see the question, but look.
They're asking if there's a possibility to use read alouds or snap and read with this, and I'm not aware of
Yes.
that right now.
Yes. So if you know how to use the Snap and Read and your students know how to use the Snap and Read, that is a possibility. Again, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Megan, for a second.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I don't know if this is an actual saying or not. Do not jump in a horse if you don't know how to ride it. So what I mean by that is like, oh, that sounds cool. Let's try to do it now with the kids. If your students have never used it, please do not give them anxiety by giving them new items to learn and use at home when they don't have your support. If your students, because I know Luke has used Snap and Read in the classroom with his students. So then I totally suggest it. You can put it in the instructions and directions, turn on your Snap and Read to be able to read this article. So yep. So for Mary, as well for you, I'm not sure if you have used Snap and Read or not, but if you have, you can do it for anything. So it can be any website, it can be any reading. Snap and Read will read aloud for the students. Go for it, Megan. All yours.
Does,
Okay.
I'm
one
gonna
quick question.
silence myself.
Does the
What?
student have to download any Snap and Read, or when they log into ClassLink, they have access to it?
Absolutely. So when they log into the class link, it will automatically like it will be there for them. So any applications that we have used in the school setting through ClassLink, all the kids will be able to use it. They don't have to sign in into anything, nothing like that. It will be right there. Good?
Because we usually have it up on our computer and it's not there. So
It should be
will they
there,
have
Mary.
it when they log into theirs?
It should be there. So if it's not there, the only thing that they can do is like go into the browser box, type Snap and Read, and then sign up with Google. And
Okay.
if they sign up with their credentials, it will be there. So hopefully it will be there. Thank you for letting me know that.
Okay.
All right, Megan, all yours.
Okay. So when I entered, it automatically brought me here because this is where I left off. But I went into Newsela from ClassLink. One of the things that I was trying to figure out how to do for you guys was to sync Google Classroom. When I come in through ClassLink and I go into settings and I choose classes, I'm not allowed to sync with Google because I didn't enter with Google. I entered with ClassLink. So as Natalia was mentioning earlier, I need to sign out and then I need to enter in Google. So all I have to do is my information pops up because I saved it. I hit Google and then it will enter me and it'll attach to my Google Classroom that I have set up. So when I go, like I said, you go up here to settings. When you go to settings, this opens up and then I go to classes and now I'm able to sync my classes. And this one is already synced to my Google Classroom. So my students don't just automatically enrolled and automatically signed into it from Google Classroom. So I want to show you how to assign articles. So I'm going to go and I'm going to search for rainbow. And then I'm going to find one that's rainbow. Apparently this one is a recipe for a rainbow. If I want to assign this to my class, all I have to do is there's two ways. You can either hit assign up here or you can hit share. From the teacher side, you can see the different activities, what the writing activity is. It gives you the option as a teacher to edit it, so you can completely change it. The quiz is here. I think somebody asked earlier, maybe it was Jen, about changing the Lexile levels for students. I believe it's after they take about 8 quizzes, the Lexile level is already automatically set up for them. Those are up here, I think, as Natalia mentioned it earlier. So the quickest way to do it is to do share from here, but I'm going to assign it. Apparently, I'm assigning it again. I'm going to choose my class. I'm going to choose Mitchell MS. And then if I wanted to, you can view it down here. And I can put questions in. Like earlier, I asked you what something means. So if there's a statement that I think is really powerful and I want to make sure students pay attention to it, I can annotate and I can write a question or I can write a statement here that students will pay attention to when they go through and do this. We did talk about how it's not going to be on every level because the words change. So you can't, what you annotate on a level 960 won't be on the 770 version because it's different text. So you can go through and annotate all of them, or you can annotate one of them if you would like.
Megan, can I add that this is a powerful tool? The annotations will allow you to have like immediate feedback and also check for understanding. I think it's important to create this culture of reflection and feedback.
I can add additional instructions here if I'd like to, and then I would hit assign. So it'll automatically show up here. So this one I believe is the middle school one. So I can see what I've assigned to my students. To put it into Google Classroom, I need to click the share button and choose Google Classroom. I have to choose which Google Classroom I'm sharing it with and then create an assignment. It's going to upload there. I can type in instructions if I want to. I can assign it to all students. I can assign it to some students. I can change the due date and the topic. And then I'm going to assign it. And I can view it. So now when students go into our classroom, they'll be able to see that Rainbow has been assigned and they have access to it. Sorry, I assigned it to my daughter. It's the only person I have access to right now. Then you can see it there. I want to show you on the Newsela piece when students actually complete it, how you can see all of their work. So we go back and we're at middle school again. I noticed a lot of you can see 7 out of 11 the students have viewed the Sling Like Spidey. So I can
Megan,
click
can
on
I
that.
also add something there? It's very important that you guys know that you won't be able to see the students' work in the Google Classroom, just Megan say. To be able to see everything, the quizzes and everything that the students complete, you totally need to go to Newsela to see that part. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So then I can scroll down and I can see on this who was on the article. So how many times they viewed it, how long they viewed it. You can see what level they used. You can see how they did on the quizzes. You can click on the writing activity and also the annotations. So I'll click on Josefina's. So she annotated somewhere on here. See, she responded and said decorated with superheroes. So I can tell whether or not she understood that. She could also, if you gave them an assignment and said, highlight all of the supporting details or something along those lines, they could go through and highlight it and you can search to see if they were correct. I'm just going to go back to the other screen. If I wanted to check her writing, I can go here and I can check her writing and then I give it a score where it's a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, and it gives you an explanation of what the level would be, and you can share the score if you'd like. The other piece that I wanted to show here is that when Josefina took this, you can tell which one she got right because it's the last one. So she got the last one right and she got the first 3 wrong. Is there anything that I missed, Natalia? While she's thinking, Binder here is how you can access the different classes. You can access your assignments. And then remember, settings is where you can access your classes overall so that you can link it to Google Classroom. I'm hoping she's answering your questions. We're kind of towards the end. So if we go to the slideshow, this is time for you to explore more so you can continue exploring what we've showed you. When we went to the Newsela presentation from their representative, they gave us a document with a lot of additional resources on it. So we've shared that with you here. You can click on this and it'll take you right to it. And you can play around and Natalia and I will stick around to answer any questions that anybody has. And then there's also a reflection form. The reflection form is how we're going to take attendance on who was present. And then it also helps us know if you still have other questions and things we need to address. We talked about possibly offering a follow-up, but that'll be dependent on the questions that you still have after today's presentation. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now.
So you guys, the reflection form is where you're going to get your certificate. I know that you guys are collecting certificates of attending PDs for to present to your principals. So that's the reason I'm asking you for your name, and also if you have any other questions. Megan and I have discussed that maybe we can do a second part of Newsela if it's interest, like going a little more in depth based on the questions that you guys answer on that form. Yep. So Jennifer, yes, you will get a certificate of 2 days for sure. Luke, yes, I will send it to you. Any other questions that you guys may have? All in the last page, like Megan say, there are a bunch of resources that you can practice. One thing that please do not forget to do is when you click on the class link to sign to your Newsela, make sure that you sign out and you sign in with Google. That's a main key on how to sync your classes. Megan, do you show them? I can't remember. How to sync your class, right? Through Google Classroom. Yeah.
I showed them that it was there.
So that's the easiest way for you to share with your students. Remember, Google Classroom is the easiest way to share everything. So if you haven't used it this year, maybe this is a good time to start thinking using it for next year. So like, let's set it up from day one to be able to get it out of the way. So if we have something like what happened to us right now, we will be able to be a little more prepared. Yes, so Daniel, I believe Megan put the link to this presentation at the beginning of the chat. Am I right, Megan?
Yes, I'm adding it again.
Yep, please, thank you. So she's adding it right now, so you guys will be able to get a link to this presentation and be able to review it. Right there, it's right there. All right, so people, if you would like me to share the Google Classroom, I will be from the PD last week, because I have getting a little inquiry here about it. Email me, because I may forget. We are dealing with a couple teens here. Yeah. So just a few teens, right, Megan?
Right.
So email us or email me, because Megan don't have that one, right?
No.
Okay. So I will email it back to you. So I may email you the presentation. Yes, the reflection sheet is right there. And I actually just going to share it with you the same way that Megan did, just because sometimes it's hard. So I'm just going to add it to the chat. So right there, if you click on that, it will take you straight to the reflection form about the PD. I always encourage you to be honest with your feedback. Please let us know how we did, because honestly, we are doing this to help you. So if we are not doing a good job doing that, we need to know.
Yes.
We don't, how you say in English? We don't keep grudges.
We don't hold grudges?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm forgetting my English since I'm working from home, you guys. Anyway, so right there is the stuff. Megan also add the link to explore the resources, the extra resources. Again, it's a good time to start practicing, but if you have never used it, start slowly. Do not start adding assignments. You know what I forgot to do in this video call, Megan?
What?
Add subtitles.
I didn't even think about that.
That turns the caption on. I apologize. I didn't turn on the captions before. I usually do it. And next time, if we are in a PD and you need the captions on because you cannot understand Megan, let us know. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for attending. You guys are amazing. You are doing a lot. We have a few extra minutes left. Do you guys want to utilize these few minutes to ask any questions related to anything else since we are all here? Because I do have a questions about the calling parents and the Google form earlier. So if you want me to clarify that, I just want to let you know that when I created the form was to make your life easier. If you believe that is making your life a little more difficult, do not use it. Discharge the form. If you prefer to call the parents, go ahead for it. Make sure that when you copy the form to your Drive, open the settings for the parents to use. So
Can I
that's
jump in real
very
quick?
important. Yep, go for it.
Because before you change subjects, I already noticed that somebody is leaving. So if you want to now, you can stick around and play with it. I know I'll stay on until 2 if you have any questions. And then also if you walk away and you need some additional support, just let Natalia or myself know so that we can support you with it. I know we can record brief videos of things also and send them your way if you have questions. So if you have other commitments, you're welcome to leave. Otherwise, feel free to stick around or play around with Newsela and then ask us a question about it.
We'll be here until 2.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you guys for participating.
Thank you and take care.
We will let you know the next training soon.
Sorry, go ahead. I mean, you can go ahead with what you were explaining.
Oh, no problem. So yeah, this is ahead, like different topic, squirrel. I wanna show you what I'm meaning by it. Because I know some of you have been asking a lot of questions about the form. Again, the form is not a mandatory thing. It's more for you guys to contact your parents if you feel in a better way. So I do have the Spanish one open right here. So when you guys get my email, and then I'm going to go here and I'm gonna look for, can't remember what was the name of that email, but it should be here, distance learning. So when you guys got my email and you got the form, then you go to use template right here on the top. And when I click on it, it will open on my drive. So right now it's on my drive. So before you send it to parents, you need to make sure that you go to the 3 dots. And then when you say add collaborators, do you see how it says it's private? Only you can access it. So if you are sending it to the parents, you need to change that and make sure that is on with anyone with that link. Anyone with the link can sign in, then you save it. Then now I say done, and then I can send it to the parents. So I told you to just copy this link. I just double click and then I copy, and then I go to an email, compose my email. And then instead of putting it on 2, I go to BCC, and then I type my parents' name, Megan Jones, if I have a group already set up, and then please answer these questions. But you need to make sure that when you're sending an email, that's the actual address of a guardian, and that you know they're gonna answer, because if they don't answer your survey, you still need to call them. And then right here is the form. So sometimes I send it like that, and sometimes I just click right here on the paperclip, hyperlink it, and then I send it. And then the parent will get the form.
And I think Natalia mentioned it earlier, but the district really does want teachers trying to reach out and communicate and check in with families. And if you know that this is how they're going to respond, like I know this is my preferred way of communicating, then you can reach out to them this way. But if it's someone, you should try to call them before you send out the survey.
Then something else too that someone called to my attention is they say, well, the phone number that I'm calling doesn't work. There's nothing we can do, you guys. I mean, that's the phone number the families provide for their kids. And if the phone number is not working, we're out of luck.
Right. I mean, we're going to offer them curriculum in different ways. We're going to offer it to them through electronic means, whatever you as teachers decide. They're going to be mailing home packets for families that we don't get a phone number from. And then there are also packets that are being made by the instructional coaches that are going to be at meal sites, so that there are materials to be done. Nothing is going to be required of them, but so that they can continue with whatever works with their schedule. Because I know some people were wanting more and other families were feeling overwhelmed. We're just trying to give them enrichment options.
Megan, someone asked me if I can show them how to make the phone calls.
Okay.
So let me show you again. Am I still presenting or no? No, I'm
Nope.
not. All right. So I'm going to show you how to make the phone calls again. So I'm going to go over here. And then I'm in my Gmail, right? And then I always have this on my. So people have their chats in different places. Some people have them here on the right side. I have them here on the bottom. And you can say that my name is showing right here. It says Maria. And then I have a plus sign next to it. So what I do is I go to the plus sign. And then obviously I have the people that I contact here from the district or have contact me. But if I want to add a phone number, I just go type the phone number. Okay. And then I press call. When I press call, it's automatically calling. If I want to hang up, I just click the red button for hanging out. Another way to find phone calls is they go to your waffle right here on the top. Then I click there and I'm going to look for Hangouts. And when I click on Hangouts, it's going to take me right here. So then a way to do it is I say phone call. Then I go to the plus again. I enter the number 262-222-222-222. And then I just going to call number. Oh, wait, maybe it didn't work that way. So I put it here.
It's on the left, yeah.
And then I say call right here, my mistake. So I call it right there. So then I call and it's calling right now. I just, I don't know if you guys hear the ringing or it's only me, but it's ringing.
It's only you.
Okay, it's just right there. I hope that answered the question about how to make the phone calls, you guys. I don't know if you guys would like me to have like a mini session tomorrow showing people how to use the Google form and the Hangout for everybody.
Natalia.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you do like, I don't know what it's called, but a screencast where you do that and then you can share it with the whole building?
Oh, yeah, I actually can. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I will do that right in a little bit after I answer all the emails. But that's about it. That's all I can show you right now. I know a few people is having problems with the Hangouts. I think I have the answer. So I will call or email that people that is having the issues. I am Luke.
He's telling Irene that she's on the chat list.
Oh, okay. Like I am Colombian? Yes, I am. Yes, for sure. All right, guys. Again, Megan and I will be hanging out here until 2.